The Sturm Ruger Company started with just one gun, and that was a .22 autoloader designed by William B. Ruger himself. This gun had a lot of interesting manufacturing technology, and it changed the .22 marketplace.
William Batterman Ruger was enamored with firearms and firearms design his entire life. And in World War II had worked tirelessly to provide the Americans with innovative firearms design and actually just blood, sweat, and toil up at the Armory to turn out firearms for the U.S. military. But it was after the war when he met a Marine veteran of the Pacific Theater who had a Type 14 Nambu pistol.
He developed a design for a semi-automatic pistol that borrowed the silhouette of the Nambu. It used the retractable bolt rather than the slide found on most U.S. semi-auto pistols. He needed financing. He had a friend, Alexander Sturm, who provided the capitalization, $50,000 to get started. Ruger was off and running and never looked back.
In August of 1949, Ruger placed its first ad in the American Rifleman, and the guns were priced at a bargain of $37.50 apiece. And subsequently, there was a short review by technical editor of the American Rifleman, Julian S. Hatcher, and he loved the gun. He recommended it highly. And Sturm, Ruger and Company was off to the races. Within months, they were able to pay back their loan, and that company has not been in debt since.
The first thing that comes to my mind is a poor man's woodsman. That's what comes to my mind. Bill Ruger wanted to compete on price. And from his experiences working during World War II as a gun designer, he had some exposure to the ideas of economical manufacture. And he basically designed the gun to be made in a then unorthodox way. You know, the Colt Woodsman was machined out of a solid forging. Well, Ruger designed a gun that the frame could be stamped out of sheet metal in two halves and then welded on the center line together.
The standard model was made for 33 years from 1949 to 1982. Over the years following that, a number of changes were made that improved the design, particularly to American tastes. The magazine release was moved from the heel to the side of the frame. It had a hold open added, a loaded chamber indicator added, and especially important to a lot of buyers, the ease of disassembly and reassembly was dramatically improved. The original standard model was a wonderful little pistol, but it was very, very complicated for most users when it came to taking it down for cleaning.
There's actually a very dedicated group of collectors, including Don Findley from the Ruger Collectors Association, that are very interested in this Ruger .22 pistol. And really the holy grail for a Ruger .22 pistol collector is to get the original salt cod box that these shipped in. Of course, Ruger was from Connecticut, and that was just how they shipped them initially, via Railway Express.
Probably a number of readers who looked at that first Ruger ad in the American Rifleman looked at the lines of the pistol, looked at the name Ruger, thought it was a play on Luger, possibly a knockoff. But this little pistol went on to become the most popular semi-automatic .22 in American history. By 1982, 1 million had been made, and this is the 1 millionth standard model Ruger. It's in the NRA National Firearms Museum. It's elaborately engraved. When Bill Ruger's partner, Alex Sturm, died in the early 1950s, as a sign of respect and mourning, Bill Ruger changed the logo on Ruger firearms from a red eagle to a black eagle. And I believe this is the first pistol that he reintroduced the red eagle on.
Eye of This Old Gun is brought to you by
Heritage Manufacturing, delivering outstanding workmanship, accuracy, and quality in every Heritage Rough Rider revolver. When it comes to those early Ruger 22s, there's a very active collecting fraternity. And if you get a salt cod box, that's the holy grail.